Believe us when we say this is a hot commodity on the playground. If I had never had these as a kid, I think I'd be horrified. Like, I think there's some trick that my brain is playing because it's nostalgic.
When you were a kid, did you have experience with Lunchables?
Hell yeah. I loved Lunchables. I loved actually both the pizza and the chips. So I was born in '92. I'm a '90s baby. And I think Lunchables were very popular. I mean, we grew up in different states and we both know about them.
Yep.
So they made their rounds. They have rebranded, actually. They still exist today. And these are sort of probably the most popular ones, the nacho, cheese, and salsa, and then the extra cheesy pizza. By the way, you can put these in the microwave and they're pretty banger. But we're making this video today because we're revisiting kids' classics, and there's a new competitor on the market. And with the most awkward mashup I think we've ever seen of content creators, KSI, Logan Paul, and Mr. Beast, who there was a video made, they're forced to be friends because of this, Lunchly. And oddly enough, I wasn't able to find Lunchly basically in any store except for Randall's here in Austin, Texas. So they're not at Walmart, which Mr. Beast's chocolate is. So and there's been some controversy with Lunchable, including moldy cheese.
Yeah.
So we decided that we're going to, do a taste test, maybe do a blind taste test. I think that's a good idea.
Possibly, okay.
Back to back. Yeah. And then, and just see, if these are as ridiculous as, I saw a video with Logan Paul where he said that this was the most amazing food experience you'll ever have.
He knows how to sell it.
Which is absolutely ridiculous.
The greatest lunch experience of all time. No, the greatest experience of all time.
Yeah, that's buzzing right now.
This was an amazing opportunity to partner with my longtime friend, Mr. Beast, and his Feastables chocolate bar. Yeah!
Well, I'm curious, too, because I had the same experience with Lunchables. And Lunchables were the thing that was like, your parents wouldn't pack them every day because I think they're kind of like expensive and they're kind of unhealthy. And so like, if some kid had them or if it was like your birthday, then it was like, then you would have the Lunchable. And the Lunchable was a thing that you can basically trade for anything. It had like, that was the hierarchy, that was the holographic Charizard,
Right.
And so like, I'm curious to see if Lunchables are even good.
Well, and so right off the bat, obviously the Lunchlys have a little chocolate bar in them, so the macros are going to be kind of thrown off because of that. But the Lunchables has 360 calories, 19 grams of fat, 41 grams of carbs, 7 grams of protein. That ain't much, folks. The Lunchly version with the chocolate has 17 grams of fat, 46 grams of carbs, and 9 grams of protein, which is also still not great. So this is not the best thing they give your kids for lunch. And it looks like the Lunchly version of the pizza has a little more calories, 360, must be a magic number, 15 grams of fat, 44 grams of carbs, 12 grams of protein. This version, the Lunchables, I'm getting confused between the two, has 9 grams of fat, 28 grams of protein, 14 grams and less calories. So this one has more protein and less calories than the Lunchly.
But I will say, and it's a bit of a meme doing the Lunchable, Lunchly, comparison on YouTube. I think the idea that are these as healthy as Lunchables? I don't think any parents are buying these things to have a nutritious meal for your kid. This was the Happy Meal that your parents would pack. So I do think there's been a little bit of overemphasis on how good is this for our kids? By and large, you're not going to McDonald's to have healthy meals for your kids, and you're not buying Lunchables for your kids. And, I think the difference is just briefly on the macros is going to kind of fall into a marginal area where it doesn't really matter. The only thing I think is a little bit shady is going to be the whole idea of them advertising, it has electrolytes.
Yeah,
it's the only people who care about that are people who don't know what electrolytes. Your little Timmy isn't gonna need extra electrolytes.
Or the cast of Idiocracy.
Yeah, right. Well, the other thing to mention just briefly too is that the Lunchlys come with a drink.
Yeah, that's the electrolytes. That's
right.
The prime. That's the Logan Paul's Prime, which to me there's only one good flavor. They rebranded this for sure, but I mean I guess it's kind of funny that they would even call it Lunchly. I think that's on purpose, right?
It's because they can't use Lunchables. Because they have Feastables.
But they want that recognition.
They very clearly have Feastables. They wanted, I know they wanted to name them Lunchables for sure. And I think Lunchly is probably, I think it's a pretty good name.
Close enough.
I think it's a pretty good name.
What are we starting with?
Well,
and do you want to do the blind taste test?
Sure. Yeah, we can do a blind taste test. I mean,
Okay.
I kind of want to open it and get the experience, though. So do you want to do pizza first?
No.
Okay, we're going to do nachos first.
Okay.
Which one did you like more when you were a kid?
Fuck. If I had a microwave, I think the pizza.
I thought pizza was always number one. Even
I
cold.
don't know. I really liked the chips. Okay, open the Lunchly.
Okay.
Open it up, little Johnny.
Let's see how it goes. Okay, so I'm a little kid. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, wow. So it's it's like literally from like the same co-packer. That's how it looks. It comes with this.
Yeah, but look at this cool diamond shape for the cheese dip.
Yeah.
That's.
And then did you have the Feastable bar?
No, it's in here.
Oh,
It's
in
all packaged together.
there. Oh, okay.
So we'll try the Prime first, which we know how this tastes already.
Yeah.
But, you know.
We both actually think this one's pretty good.
We like this one, although I've heard it's not that good for you. I don't know. But this is the only good flavor that I believe is out there, strawberry banana. So that's cool. Okay. So we're gonna, I don't know, you wanna feed me blindfolded?
Sure.
Okay. Okay.
So how do you want me to do it? Do you want me to dip it?
I want you to dip both of them.
But you don't want me to mix the dip.
Well, no, mix them and do one first.
Hold on. Well, how did you notice a price difference? Were you looking?
I gotta look at the receipt.
Okay, hold on. These are pretty hard to open.
Okay, do you want me to look at
No,
first?
you're fine. Okay. Yeah, if you want to. If you want to open one of them, this is going to take me a bit on this one. I think I kind of royally fucked it up already.
Dude, what the hell?
Dude, it's... All right, Lunchable.
Oh, well, so does that mean that the Lunchables is harder to open than the Lunchly?
Well, or might be that or I'm just stupid.
I think it's funny, like, I feel like I'm one of the only adults, actually the only adult that I know that's watching the Beast games on Prime on my own free will. But I feel like Mr. Beast really appeals to like kids and that's it. What are we working with? This is the Feastables, or I mean Lunchly, whatever the fuck. This is the Lunchable. So
They
already
look basically the same.
well, not quite. This looks way more real than that shit.
Yeah, the cheese looks
The
different.
cheese looks a little...
But its concept is
Yeah.
near identical.
Yes, for sure. Okay, I am closing my eyes too.
Okay.
Oh shit, I can hear spatial awareness. Flip them around. I can hear which one's closer to me. Do a little ring ding 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 ring ding 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 ring ding 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 ding.
Okay.
What did the fox say? Okay, you mix them around. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. Open mouth.
Is that mixed?
It is not mixed. No.
Okay.
Okay.
So is this the second example?
But yeah, now I'm giving you a different one, but
Okay.
the same, just a cheese dip. I'm doing the cheese dips first.
I think I can tell which is which by the taste.
Well, which one do you like better?
Shit. Woo! Okay, give me the first one again. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, you want a second one? Okay.
Yeah. No, I want the second
Yes. Got
version.
it. Got it.
But more nacho.
Okay.
Well, I can tell based off the looks of them when I was looking at the cheese colors. My guess is that the first one is the Lunchly, and
Right.
that the second one is the Lunchables, because the second one tastes artificial AF.
Yep.
I think I like the second one more. The first one has a little bit of too much spice.
I actually don't really like nacho cheese. I don't like artificial cheese. I usually don't like cheese on my cheeseburgers. You know, it's a hamburger. But I actually think I like the Lunchables more. And I'm kind of surprised about.
You mean you like the Lunchables?
Yeah, the Lunchables.
The OG.
Yeah, I like the OG
So we
one.
both like the OG more.
Yeah. And I'm surprised because I usually don't like this nacho cheese stuff.
That's an L for Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try the salsa. So this is the Lunchable. That's pretty good salsa. Have to keep it real with you. I think Mr. Beast does taste more like real food.
Yeah. But, okay. Well, what do you like better with the salsa? Which one do you use better?
Dude, I don't know. Okay,
I
wait.
mean, this is my thing, though. I don't care about the whole idea of, like, oh, it tastes more real. It's the most, no matter what you're eating, this is just garbage. So, like, you might as well go all out, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, well, McDonald's tastes really natural. It's like, who cares? That's not why you go to McDonald's.
Dude, that one almost tastes like ketchup.
That's where I'm at. I'm like, that literally just tastes like tomato sauce. And it's not that this is a really good salsa. I just feel
But
like
I think you're right.
it tastes like, what is that called? Is it paste salsa?
Yeah, like you can even see like it looks like a tomato paste.
Yeah, like literally.
Whereas this one, you could even see like peppers and stuff in it. So, just shockingly, Lunchables wins.
Yeah, I think they did it way better.
Which,
Kind of a big L, honestly. Like, I don't understand. Kind of surprised. I don't know. I mean, is this really the best they could do? I mean, I don't think that, like, Mr. Beast is bad. They're such comparable products, and they're so similar that it's like,
true.
well, a little bit of difference goes a long way then.
Mr. Beast does have more salsa in his.
That's the thing is that this competition, too, I don't think we're doing it completely fair because I think the other real Lunchables have a Capri Sun with them, and I think they have like a Kit Kat bar.
Or a Chips Ahoy cookie or something?
They have like a name brand, like actual sugar in there. I think that the salsa is terrible on Mr. Beast, actually.
Really?
I think it's a huge L. I think it's really like quite. It's tomato sauce. I mean, it would be better off if you put it on like spaghetti. And I'm curious if they use that for the pizza. If that's what they did. If they're like, oh well, why have multiple SKUs of something if we can just get tomato sauce?
It also tastes so sweet.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's not even very good tomato sauce either. The chips, like, that's the thing. Almost like they're coming out of the same co-packer.
You have to admit, this is kind of fun. Okay, I'm going to do the blind taste test for you now. And the nice thing is that it's not that many calories.
No, it's not bad. I mean, yeah, it's...
This protein bar, which is one of my favorite flavors, has 380 calories. But it has 30 grams of protein. And this only has 360, but like hardly any protein.
But it's just like, there's no time in my life that I've ever eaten nachos and I'm like, this is a complete, this is a good meal. And so like, it's cool. I get what they're doing here. And it's fine. Like, I'm not a health nut or anything like that. But, that's the thing where I think the health comparisons are a little weird because, like, literally, like, pack a kid a peanut butter and jelly and some apples, and it's going to be infinitely better than, like, any of this Lunchable stuff. Which that's kind of weird. Why don't they put toys in these? You know what I mean? The fast food companies figured that out.
If I was this age and my mom bought me Lunchable, I'd be fine with it.
Yeah, right.
Close enough.
Right. And they're close enough to where I think Mr. Beast is onto something, at least as far as the business goes, where if you can just get a marketing edge on the other company, which I think he probably has, I think he's probably going to do pretty damn well with them.
The salsa is the biggest deviation. It's so weird how pasty it is.
It's not like Lunchables has a good salsa. It tastes like that paste salsa you buy at the grocery store.
I love those salsas. I think they're good.
That salsa's okay. All right.
Hey,
It's all right.
you have to accept me for me.
I know.
I'm glad we have a little drinky drink with it.
Manufactured by Lunchable. Are they actually manufacturing their own stuff?
This is distributed by Kraft Heinz,
Oh, wow.
Chicago, Illinois.
I don't think so. Well, this one it says manufactured by Lunchable, which I'm really surprised
in
about.
Kentucky. Well, no, it says manufactured for Lunchable.
Oh, for okay.
Yeah.
So who's this co-packer?
Well, it's in Kentucky.
I mean, that's how all these foods work. And this is how most products in America work, honestly. Everything's just being manufactured and co-packered in warehouses. And there's the massive co-packers, and then things just get branded with whatever you want them to. And I'm just assuming what they did to make these is they signed a contract, and then they came in one day and they gave them 5 different like tasting things they can try to pick which they thought was best, and that was it. And would be surprised if they didn't run focus groups on kids either.
Thank
you
you.
usually would do that too. This is junk food. I mean, it's pretty good.
Okay, I'm gonna open these. So I'm opening the Lunchables extra cheesy pizza.
We're gonna have to edit out all our chewing.
Oh, wait. This one doesn't have any pepperoni,
Oh.
but this one does. Lunchly. Okay, this is your taste test. Leave no crumbs. This was the one where people said they saw mold, so let's hope that there's not any mold. All right, so I'm gonna make them.
I think that if I'm doing a blind taste test, I can't take a bite of pepperoni. It's gonna make me like the other one way more.
Okay, got it.
I think it's fine. I would probably rather have a Capri Sun than that.
Okay, now turn around a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, I will say the pepperoni does smell really good.
You know, actually, the best when you're a kid is when you would have your family would get like pizza, and then your mom would wrap it in like tinfoil, and you bring it to school.
Never
I
did.
loved it.
I literally never have done that once in my life, but
Oh
okay.
my, it's
Okay,
childhood memories.
are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here is a bite of number 1. You're gonna have to open wide. Okay, got it?
Okay.
And here's a bite of number 2.
I think I like number 2 more. Yeah, which
Say
I think.
it ain't so!
Yeah, I think I like number 2 more.
And that is the Lunchly.
Yeah, and I kind of thought that might be the case.
How do you know?
Well, the flavor was, I just like, the first bite was like really nostalgic. I was like, oh, okay. I've had this before. Mm-hmm. I'm curious to see what you say.
I can't believe they fed this shit to kids. It's like, it looks so bad.
Uh-huh.
It's so cold. I almost can't tell the difference.
Yeah. They're so similar that I don't think anybody really would be able to tell the difference.
Well, now we gotta tell the difference. Because this one, and I think they do, well, they have pepperoni. I probably picked the wrong one. But here's your pepperoni Lunchly. Is it so much better? I remember it was also hard to like ration the sauce, you know? You had to like, and the cheese. And you would always end up with like, for me, I feel like I always end up with more.
More what?
I like overestimate, and then I could have like put more cheese.
Yes,
on
right.
the previous
you
bite.
over ration it, right. It's like what happens in old video games too. You like oversave things.
Well, pepperoni really levels it up.
Yeah, it does. The pepperoni helps, which isn't a fair comparison. It's the same thing. We can't compare it. Oh no, I dropped some cheese in the drink. It's okay.
My God.
It might make it taste better. Same thing with like.
You know, I actually kind of like that one. So Lunchly won this. Well, I'd say it was a tie. Well, you know what? No, wait, hold on. Because this is how Mom would buy it at the store. Lunchly wins. Why? Because it comes with a drink, it comes with a chocolate, and it comes...
I don't think I think that if it was fair, we would do the price comparison, and I think that the regular Lunchables come with like a Kit Kat bar and a Capri Sun. The Capri Sun, I think, is if I was a kid, I might prefer it over both of these, and we'll try.
I don't know about that.
We'll try the Feastable bars. We've already tried almost all of them. I'll tell you right now, I'll prefer a Kit Kat over the Feastables. I think the nachos kind of just go to Lunchable. I think Lunchly has a better argument for the pizza. The pizza is my favorite one, though, you know, like the assortment.
But just the pizzas, assuming I got the pepperoni for the Lunchable one, would be tied.
Which I'm positive there is a pepperoni
Oh,
one.
yeah, there is. I was just
Yeah.
grabbing. But I was freaking out at first. I was like, oh no, it said that they had it online. I couldn't find it at first, and it was like off to the left on like the bottom aisle. I think it's clear that we still like this shit.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, same goes for Happy Meals. I still dig them. How much do you think Mr. Beast is making on each one of these?
On each one?
Do you know how much they cost, roughly?
I have to look it up.
Yeah.
It's not just Mr. Beast. KSI, I don't even know who the hell he is. Apparently he's famous. And fucking Logan Paul are all working together on...
Well, I know with
Lunchly.
Prime, I think they got equity partnership in it. I don't know if they did that with Lunchly.
Okay, this is like so annoying, pulling the cheese out. This is so messy.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I say buy them while you can, though. RFK's going to take this stuff out.
I'm like really enjoying this too much. Might as well what?
It does look like the sauce is different than the salsa.
Yes. Oh, dude, this shit is so messy. What the
Yeah.
Wait, I've got it on my face. Believe us when we say this is a hot commodity on the playground. Is there any way to Lady and the Tramp this?
No, I would just go for it.
It's not possible.
That's just going to be a disaster.
If I had never had these as a kid, I think I'd be horrified.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's some trick that my brain is playing because it's nostalgic.
Well, how much would I have to pay you to only eat Lunchleys for a month?
For a month? Lunchleys?
Only Lunchleys. But you can have any flavor.
$5 grand.
$5 to do it for a month? I'd do it like for like $15, honestly.
No, you
Yeah,
wouldn't.
I think they're pretty good.
No, you love Chipotle. Okay, I'm gonna try some of the chocolate. That's kind of cute. Feastables. I will say it's so freaking annoying in Mr. Beast videos. It's like, I left you alone in a room for like ever, but I also left you with unlimited Feastables. And they're like, oh, thanks, Mr. Beast. Wow, I'm so much happier in here. Yeah, but that makes me want milk, not this shit.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, no doubt about that. But I guess so. I think the whole thing about this, like, kids, when we were young, didn't just eat chocolate bars, though. Like, it was always a Twix, it was always a Snickers, always something like that. Like, so it's kind of weird, the idea of, like, oh, I'm just going to eat some chocolate bars. Like, it's like Willy Wonka or something. Like, this is like the 60s.
I feel like Sour Patch or something would do better in these, but for kids, but.
Yeah, and I'm assuming it's just because it's the easiest thing to get a co-packer to do. Because, like, you know, Twix, I think, probably actually had to formulate some of their stuff. Well,
So, this is the Milk Crunch flavors.
that one, I think, is going to be better.
Sorry, are you in it? You gotta.
Okay.
Here. You're my boyfriend.
Like, they're not bad, you know? But I think I'd rather have a Crunch bar. And I would certainly rather have a Twix than either of those. And I'd probably rather have a Snickers and a Kit Kat. And probably a Reese's, too. And probably
I
any
remember Chips Ahoy.
Chips. You remember Chips
Because
Ahoy?
I'm
Okay.
remembering, I think we also used to get the little crackers
Yeah.
with the cheese and the meat.
Right.
So,
Okay, because I never got the crackers with cheese and meat because I didn't like that one. So
Oh, I
because I
liked
think
it.
each one comes with their own different one, and I feel like the Feastables are just kind of like generic candy bars.
no, they're the best chocolate in the world.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I like Hershey more, for sure.
yeah. I like her, and then even then, Hershey's not even that high of a bar. A lot of like the foreign places, the foreign chocolate is like substantially better, you know? Even like the chocolate your mom bought us, like I thought that was actually like way better than Hershey's. So not a very high bar, but they missed it.
But a good bar.
Now, is there anything that like kids can do with this stuff? Like, can you buy like Bitcoin or anything with it, or Hawk to a coin? You know what I mean? No, that's
Yeah.
like a Mr. Beast thing. He's like,
See it.
okay, there's a QR code.
Oh, God.
Yeah, let's see if he gives us some Hawk to a coin with this one. There has to be at least some like gambling, right?
Yeah. Lunch up. It's a QR code that just says lunch up, man.
Well, it's
Does it have a fucking sweepstakes?
it's very the day.
Eat the day.
Our story. No, it doesn't look like there's any slot machines or anything, so that's kind of a disappointment. I like that stuff. I like the scams that these people are doing.
Well, I will say that was I had fun eating them. They brought back a lot of childhood memories.
Yeah, and it's not a complete fail, I think. I mean, I think that I'm actually surprised how well.
No, I enjoyed it.
yeah.
Like I legitimately, this was my dinner.
Yeah.
And I lifted for 2 hours a day, so I was very hungry. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, did it have as much protein as I perhaps wanted? No. But we're making a video, so give me a break.
Right. And it's I mean, okay. The Nachos says it has 9 grams of protein. That's not a lot of protein. However, I'm surprised that this had 9 grams in it.
It's a cheese.
Yeah, it's just the cheese, but that's the thing is like the cheese isn't even cheese.
Yeah.
So I'm like, for not having meat in it. I mean, not like that's a lot of protein. I'm just like
Right.
surprised they're even able to get that
yeah,
in there.
totally. Well, the pizza's certainly better. I mean, the Lunchable one had 14 grams, so, but, you know, I need more like a minimum of 30 with every meal, so.
Yeah.
I'm a little short.
I don't know what the macros for these little kids though.
Exactly. Well, that's the thing. You know, they're not trying to build muscle at the gym.
Right.
So our verdict is that they're very fun to eat. I mean, they're both under 400 calories, so, you know, they're not like just terribly unhealthy.
I've seen a lot of controversy come out with it where it's like, oh, you know, I think that Mr. Beast just gets, just generally that group of people who was at KSI and whoever get a lot of flack for it. I mean, the reality though is I think that it's just, they're incredibly similar and I don't think kids would really know the difference.
Totally.
And so...
Well, I think I could see more kids wanting Lunchly because a lot of little kids love Mr. Beast.
Yeah, right. That's the thing. I think he has the marketing edge.
Yeah.
But
so,
and, you know, I've seen a lot of dietitians go like, well, let me look at these and compare them, and I think they're kind of missing the point. And the reality is like what you're seeing here is like they're gonna be pretty close no matter what.
Yeah.
So like,
I still don't think the pizza's a terrible meal. I mean,
No.
and I know like a decent amount about macros. Like for a kid, like at school,
they're gonna like any normal kid is gonna be able to run this stuff off in recess anyways. It's gonna be fine. Like,
well, I'm saying it's under eating, in fact.
Right.
I believe for a kid.
yeah, I agree with that.
So like, I don't even think it's like
Right.
that big of a deal.
Yeah.
It probably could have a little more protein and less carbs, but you know,
Yeah.
let's not give kids eating disorders and issues with food when they're young. Not speaking from experience.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, would you have anything you'd recommend for them? Any?
For what? Improvements?
Yeah.
Listen, this is the product, okay? Like, this is the point of getting this. It's, if they deviated too much, I'd be like, well, that's not a Lunchable.
Yeah, right. That's the thing is they have to do that. Yeah.
So, like, I think it's fine. I thought it was fun.
Mr. Beast should sponsor you. Honestly, you're kind of plugging them right now, or at least Kraft should.
Dude, everyone's plugging him.
Yeah.
Everyone's, I feel like I've been watching or seeing so many, like, Mr. Beast and his games. Here's the deal with his games. Here's what's going on with Mr. Beast and the scandal. Mr. Beast just proposed to his girlfriend to distract from the big L he took on Amazon Prime.
Yep. Well, that's the thing that's like, there's like a hilarious like irony to it too, where it's like almost everything I'm seeing and all these feeds are algorithmically generated to fit my whatever I'm viewing online, right? But like all I see is just negative, right? People just are like hating Mr. Beast or hating all this stuff, and then they create these videos that are just like bringing them back up to the most trending person. Like if you want to like a takedown video doesn't hurt Mr. Beast,
Right.
It makes him like it makes
Stop
him
talking
relevant.
about him if you really want to hurt him.
Right, like that's when he's going to be in real trouble is when people actually don't care about him.
I wonder, because Mr. Beast is so trending, if this video will do well just by the fact that it's about Mr. Beast in
I'm
a
sure
way.
it's a huge motivation for why people are making these videos. I'm sure.
We'll see how it does.